As Wisconsin students play a game of basketball combined with Connect 4. We're back here at the Kohl Center, a place that Indiana has not won at since January 25th of 1998. That was a 69-59 win. Some other historical tidbits during that time because it's been a while. Alex and I weren't even born yet. The Broncos defeated the Packers 31-24 in Super Bowl 32. It was the first time an AFC team won the big game in 14 years. The Queen Mother of Britain had emergency hip replacement at the age of 97. David Beckham, the soccer player in which the term "bend it like Beckham" was coined, got engaged to Victoria Beckham, a member of the Spice Girls. A gallon of gas in Indiana that month was 53 cents. In the U.S., a dozen of eggs costed $1.66. A pound of potatoes cost 61 cents, and a pound of white bread cost $1.37. How the times have changed, Alex.
And I know you're a baseball guy, I'm a baseball guy. Just towards the east, the Brewers, they had just traded for Marquise Grissom a month earlier, and their best player was Jeff Cirella. That tells you how times have changed in the sporting front.
And it seems like Indiana's struggles here are not going to change in this one as Wisconsin has the basketball back. Leading Indiana by 16. Moving from left to right in your radio dial, Klesmit drives all the way to the hole. Count it plus the foul as Tucker whacked him from behind. Just feels like Max Klesmit is such a different player when he sees the Hoosiers on the other end of the floor.
And for him, it's been more aggressive at the rim this time round. He's a guy he's got 2 threes today. He's struggled mightily from behind the arc this year for a guy who's usually sure-handed. But he's up to 10 points, driving in, had the one that was blocked that would have been the goaltend, and now earns a foul.
And he knocks down the free throw. Klesmit at 85% this year. He spent 2 years at Wofford, was on the Southern Conference all-freshman team, and started in 33 of the 50 games he appeared in, averaged 12 points. Now he spent 91 games at Wisconsin. Galloway tried a straightaway three to try and answer the three-point play by Klesmit, and it was off the mark. Klesmit will try a three again on the other end. This time it is off the mark as well. Hoosiers trying to move the basketball quickly. 14:57 left in the second half. 51-32 is the deficit. Malik Renew getting ready to check in at the next whistle. Galloway, quick overhand pass. Extra pass from Goody to Leal, but he smoked the layup. Ball batted out of bounds. It's Wisconsin basketball, and that just about sums up Indiana's night so far. It was a great cut by Leal. And that's a shot you don't usually see him miss. He's got a low volume of shots this year, and he just completely missed it off the left side of the rim.
That's layup line stuff right there. Wide open, uncontested, just has to make that.
For the Badgers, it's McGee, Gilmore, Klesmit, Crowell, and Blackwell. Klesmit has 11 points. Winter, who's on the bench, has a game-high 12. Blackwell picks up his dribble. And now it's McGee with the basketball on the right wing. A slow bounce pass for Carter Gilmore. Had a career day last time out against Northwestern. Feeds it out. Klesmit going to try a long wing three, and that one too strong. Renew skies for the board. Fresh into the game is Malik Renew. Been quiet in this one. No points in 9 minutes, although it just brought down his 5th rebound of the night. Galloway gets a hard screen from Renew. Leal has it, and back to Galloway in front of Mike Woodson and the Indiana bench on the far wing. Galloway spins around and gives it to Luke Goody. Threads a bounce pass to the free throw line for Malik Renew, trying to muscle his way and gets all the way to the low block and scores with that famed left hand. Just like that, 51-34, Indiana gets a basket to break a skid. Renew with his first points of the game, averages 12.5, although he's shooting just 25% since that injury where he missed a handful of games. Gilmore has it on the right wing as the ball was bounced out to him. Hands it to McGee. Kamari McGee guarded by Galloway, trying to one-handed saucer pass to a cutting Blackwell in the middle of the paint. But it was knocked out of bounds by Goody, and with 6 seconds left, Wisconsin will inbound under the second N at the end of Wisconsin. McGee with 5 seconds. Klesmit going to try a fading away wing three. That one well off the mark. He had more time than maybe he thought and did not set his feet. Galloway grabbed the rebound. Trey with 2 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists in this one. Indiana trying to get Renew going, and the double team came, and Klesmit tried to whack the ball out of Renew's hands. Instead, he whacked Renew on the wrist. And Klesmit will check out. That's his second foul of the evening. That's Wisconsin's second. Both teams with just 2 fouls in this half, which is nearly 7 minutes down. Mbako to inbound to trigger it. And gets Goody curling off a screen and missed his mid-range jumper pretty badly off the right side of the rim. McGee directing traffic for the Badgers. Janicki into the game now for Wisconsin. Blackwell driving baseline, got Mbako out of the way, and an easy two for John Blackwell, the sophomore guard from Michigan. His father played at Illinois for 4 years, averaged 12 points as a senior, one of the top prospects in Michigan, who combined for 23 points last year against IU, gets another 2. He's up to 6 on the night, and on the other end, the ball was poked out of bounds. Indiana was trying to get the ball down low. So Galloway will trigger it in, 12:42 left in the second half. The lead for Wisconsin is 19. It was as high as 22 when the Badgers got off to a blazing hot start and led 26-4. Renew at the top of the key, dribbling a few times to his left, hands it to Mbako, thought about a long two. Instead, a cross-court pass for Goody, who opted not for the three, but instead drove right, and Janicki, the redshirt freshman guard from White Bear Lake, Minnesota, fouled him, the preferred walk-on, whose mom was an All-American player at Notre Dame in her days. There'll be another foul on the floor, so Indiana will have to inbound with 20 on the shot clock, and Mbako to inbound in front of a bunch of Wisconsin fans sitting courtside. Galloway has it, driving right, kicks it out to Bryson Tucker. Been quiet in the second half, had a great first half. Pulls up for a mid-range jumper. That's his signature shot. It wouldn't go, but Mbako came in for the offensive rebound. And then as he tried to go back up with it on the right low block, was fouled. Indiana is so much better when the guards and Mbako can go crash the offensive glass. That was something they did so well in the first half against Purdue.
Yeah, and right now for Wisconsin, what they've done is they've prevented Indiana from going inside, period. And that's made it hard for them to get any of those rebounds. They've been forced into weird shots and not having really good personnel in the right area to collect those rebounds. And right now, it just feels like they can't seem to get anything going on the offensive end, and they're not a team that's going to shoot the three very often.
Indiana seemingly is having success, though, with the free throw line tonight, 7 of 9, as Mbako knocks them both down. McKenzie, the sophomore from New Jersey, at 86%, always one of IU's better free throw shooters. And Indiana, as a team this year, has been much better at 72% from the charity stripe. 53-36, the lead is for Wisconsin. Blackwell driving all the way. He got the screen, and the ball was tapped around. A fresh 20 on the timer, and a corner three is good from Kamari McGee. The team's leader knocks down his 28th three-pointer of the season, and just like that, it's back to a 20-point lead for the Badgers. Next timeout takes us to the under 12 media timeout. Mbako tries to respond with a wing three of his own. That one's too strong. Into the hands of Winter. Nolan Winter, the rebound for Wisconsin. Trying to push the pace. A long football pass from Janicki. The Badgers opted to get the ball back out to the arc. 11:24 left in the second half. Blackwell driving all the way against Goody. From the low left block, finishes with his left hand, and just like that, the lead is up to 22. That's tied for a game high. It's 58-36. Indiana hasn't scored in the last 2.5 minutes. They've gone ice cold, just 1 of 8 from the field. Renew has it, driving right on the bigger Winter. Finds Mbako driving from the corner, a dribble drive off the mark. The ball hit the rim about 3 times, and then as the ball came back down into the hands of Amos, the jump ball was called as both Goody and Mbako went in to try and snatch it out of Winter's hands. And with that, it takes us to the under 12 media timeout. 10:55 left in the second half as Bucky the Badger walks down the baseline cheering up this crowd. This Badger basketball team is playing some of its best basketball as of late, and they lead 58-36 over IU. We'll take a break here on WIUX, your home for Hoosier Sports.